everybody has had their fair share of challenges as a part of their journey. There is not even a single successful person that I have seen who has never had challenges in their life. But what was very beautiful was how they responded to these challenges. What is it that they did to overcome that speed bump and bounce back to do what they really enjoyed doing, something that they really loved doing? And when I dwelled deeper into it, I realized that there was these 3 A's that came into my observation that had really worked with them. And these 3 A's was, first, they acknowledged that there was a challenge. Second was they accepted it. And it's only when you acknowledge and accept, that is when you act on it. That is when you can do something about it. And the reason I took out this paper is because I made a list of about 6 things that I observed what characterized their bouncing back and emerging stronger. And these 6 things were, one was acceptance. Acceptance of what the situation was, what the environment was, where they were in their life, their own understanding of themselves and the people around them. Second thing was unattachment. And I'm not talking of detachment, but how can you remain unattached? So they started working on things without even thinking of what the outcome was. So their happiness was not linked to something that will happen at the end of what they were doing. They were just doing things that they were enjoying. And outcome, whether good or bad, was they were willing to accept it. The third thing was there was a state of egolessness. They had no ego about who they were. And you'll listen to some stories in the afternoon today of very, very successful people who are joining the panel of how they emerged stronger. And one thing common is they left their ego besides. They were not about me or what I do, what I own. It was all about others. Fourth was they demonstrated courage. Courage to take that step to go beyond their fears. Fourth was, because of all these 4 things, was a faith that got kindled, and the faith was in themselves. You know, sometimes when we go to an astrologer, our spiritual master, and when they guide us, what they actually do is they basically kindle that faith in your own ability so that you can act upon things and do what is needed to be done and not just dream about it. Last but not least was self-love and the love for the values that you already have inside of you. We humans sometimes focus on what we don't have or what is that is less in us. And rather than working on what we need to complete, these guys focused on what they already had and what is it that they could give to the world, because you can only give what you have, right? So it was these guys focused on what are the values that they already had inside of them.